Hey guys, another day, another vlog. Today is Wednesday, June 25th, I want to say. I have no idea, to be honest. I want to say 25th. Anyways, morning everybody, or welcome to the vlog. I guess morning as always for me. It is 8:30 in the morning, yes, the 25th. I'm off to get ready for the day, just got out of the shower. So first off, gotta pick out a tie. So many to choose from. I take this part of my day very, very seriously. So, I got my tie selected here. I'm going for a Burberry, kind of a blackish gray. Anyways, a lot to do today, as usual. I think there's not. I mean, I have a feeling like every day there's always more to do, but it just kind of like what's the most important of things to handle. Anyways, I'm just trying to meet some deadlines today for some client work, so we'll see how that goes about. Anyways, going to have a lot of stuff to write and a couple of videos I want to also get done for you guys as well. So, as usual, just trying to pump out some content and get in the habit of creating or writing more. This was one thing, as I talked about yesterday. And also rolling out some more new stuff for you guys, so that's in the works too. And I am all set. My day is ready to begin. Dressing up is a big part of my morning ritual, despite the fact that some days I'm not even going to be seen by anybody or be going out. Again, it's all a part of the process. So, time to sit down and start pumping out some stuff here. And getting ready for the day. So, checking in, very, very gloomy day today. It's 2 in the afternoon. Sorry, the house is like totally dark. I don't work, or like, I don't really work in the light, especially during the day, but today's a very gloomy day, so all the lights are out. If I don't have to use the lights, then I don't do it. 2 in the afternoon, just getting some work done. Sorry, it's really dark. I'm gonna walk to the office. My assistant is editing the vlog, yesterday's vlog. I know you can't see anything, but yeah, getting some work. Nope, no, there's music playing here. You see? She's editing it. Shh. She can't hear me. She has noise canceling headphones on. So, I'm sitting here in a little bit of afternoon traffic, just about the rush hour. I guess rush hour traffic, as you would call it. Everybody's getting off work. It's about 4:30, 4:40. My friend and I are gonna go hang out, the same one who was working with me, and then we're gonna go meet up with my other friend Dylan, so we're all gonna go just hang out, even though the weather arguably is really, really gloomy, and earlier it was really, really pouring down. It's what they call typhoon season around here. It's like always raining a lot, and when it rains here, it rains. Like, when it rains hard, it's ridiculous. Anyways, that combined with the humidity is never fun, but right now, I am driving, about to go pick her up. She went home a little bit earlier. She went to go get gas for her car, and then she went ahead to her house so she can drop her car off, and then I'm gonna pick her up, and then we're gonna head to my friend Dylan's house. So, decent work day. Got a lot written, got a lot done, got a couple of videos finished as well, and also a lot of stuff planned for you guys. I was also planning out a video list earlier, and I was having like trouble it's so hard to come up with. I mean, I have over, I think, 1,000, I want to say, yeah, I've done over in total nearly 2,000 plus videos in like my total, not just YouTube, like adding up everything. And it's hard, you would think technology is ever evolving, and it is, and there's always new things to cover, but it's just hard for me to pick the videos. It's a struggle between like the videos I know that a lot of people would like and that are popular in a sense, and also choosing the videos that I want to do type thing. I'm really into like business and talking about that aspect and technology and the tools I use and those sort of things. But I know that's not for everybody, and some people just want to see like the cool things and stuff like that. And I want to get more into the entertainment side of technology, gaming and all this other stuff it's fun as well as educational. It's finding that perfect balance. I want to bring educational content as always, but I also want to bring entertainment. And I want to bring sort of high-def content. And this person driving in front of me has had their signal on for the last 2 minutes. Anyways, yeah, I mean, that's what I aim to do. And it's always hard. I mean, when it comes to creating anything, I think that's always a thing. Like, you're never going to think your work is like 100%, but you always got to, to break through that, you got to keep on creating. And that's where I'm at right now. Anyways, I will catch up with you guys in just a bit. As you can see, I don't know if you can hear it, it is pouring down rain. I'm outside my friend's house now, just waiting for her to come out. I need to get gas from my own car. My car is running super low right now, so I am waiting on her, and then I'm probably gonna go run in and get gas from the store, because the thing is, they only take card at this. There's like a specific hour here at our gas stations where they only take card, and then like if after those hours, like they take cash too, but you have to go into like the cash register and then do a prepaid sort of thing. Anyways, yeah, crazy rain, as you can not see, maybe see, but for sure here. And I got the jacket on now too, so my jacket does, my suit, not my suit, but my sports jacket doesn't get wet. And I'll probably take this off in a second here and undo the tie, because I'm done for the, not done for the day out. I have stuff to do tonight, but done for now at least. Ooh, look at that. Oh, can you see it? There you go. Beachside and sun setting. Got our food. Shout out to you, John, if you watch this, right next to your house. Check out this view. One more look. That's too nice. Hope that's coming out well on the screen, because I can't see. Alright, so back home, 8:51 at night right now, or been back home. Just kind of catching up on some YouTube videos that I've been through my subscription feed lately. Catching up, going over some last minute email as well, and I have some stuff to cover tonight pertaining to Google I/O, so it's going to be a busy night. I was hoping to catch some rest in, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do so, because Google I/O will be starting shortly, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, a couple hours, maybe. I want to say shortly. I honestly didn't even do the time conversion, but I want to stay on top of it, see what happens, and probably be getting a video out relating to whatever's talked about at Google I/O, probably pertaining to smartwatches, Android as a whole, maybe a new Google Nexus device, I'm not sure. So it'll be interesting to follow. But yeah, lots of stuff to stay on top of that, and that's the one part of the thing. Being here overseas in Japan, events tend to take place like really early over here, really late, I should say, late, yeah, early in the morning over here. So like, for example, the Apple events are always like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. over here. It's, you know, it's all a part of the struggle of being overseas over here. But nonetheless, you know, I look forward to it. Hopefully it's something exciting, some big news, and we'll see where it goes from there. So we always somehow end up right here at this angle lately, and more because when I'm talking and I want to express something, I like the camera, I like the iPhone to be down and just stationary, because I can't, when I'm like holding my iPhone like this and trying to vlog, it's just hard for me to focus, and because I'm worried about so many other things, like if I'm in the frame and, you know, constant movement, all of that. Whereas here I can just talk directly to you, all the viewers. And this portion of the vlog is probably going to be the longest part of the vlog, and I can already see that before I even shoot it, because I want to talk about this thing as I'm waiting here for the Google I/O conference in Killing Time. I was on Tumblr and I read this post or this quote that my friend blogged here. It says, "Nothing would ruin your 20s more than thinking you should have your life together already." And then he goes on to say, "I need to write this on every wall of my room." And that's a good reminder, and I want to kind of talk behind the idea behind this philosophy and all that, along with some personal backstory, because, you know, myself, it's a little bit different for me. You know, when I was growing up, I would tend to hear this a lot. I would tend to hear not this exactly, but on the opposite lines of like, you know, oh, you started out so young, and you're so fortunate, you're so lucky, you're so all these things, because you already knew what it is you wanted to do. You already have your life together. Even up to the point when I graduated, I remember talking to people before graduation who were nervous and talking about, you know, getting their lives together, and the sudden realization of, I have to do something with my life. That, you know, oh, you shouldn't be worried because you have your life together. And honestly, I don't. Even now, I don't 110%. And the thing is, you're never going to have it 110% together. You're never even going to have it maybe 90% together. You're really fortunate if you're in that aspect. What I mean by that is, yes, look, not just 20s, you're 18, 19, you know, 18 through 25, 18 and onward, or any age, really. I'm just specifically talking about 18 onwards, because that's a really important time in your life to make these big decisions. You don't need to have it all together, and you're never gonna, and I don't know how to get that across in the right words, and I can't show you some magical explanation or statistics or anything of that nature. All I'm trying to say here is, I know a lot of people who are my age. I know a lot of people who've panicked over this. I know people now who even think this way, but the fact of the matter is you don't need to be one comparing yourself to where your peers are and all things of that nature, but don't also limit yourself because of age. I think so many people think they need to be doing these things in their 20s, but the problem is you could have done it way earlier. And you can still do it way later, in a sense. It's never too early to start, and it's never too late to get your foot in the game. Now, yes, there's variables. There's different factors on that end. I'm not saying it's harder when you're older, because sometimes it is, and I'm not saying it's also the same when you're younger, because there's some difficulties even starting out when you're young. Nobody's gonna take you seriously. Nobody's gonna all these things. And also, when you're starting out young, you're going to see a lot of change through the years. And that's something you need to understand. Your dream of being a policeman or a doctor when you're younger may change as you grow up and you realize the things that go with that. You want to be a lawyer, you want to be a doctor, you want to be this, that, or the other. And then, the realization of school and costs may change that for you. I think experience always trumps everything. I'm not saying a degree is not important and it's not valuable, but experience, doing the work, working in that field, trying something will always trump anything. Whether it's just working working to get by and make money or not, you're going to learn a lot about yourself by working. And you will learn more about yourself by committing to a day job, 9 to 5, to understand if you really can grasp and like something and enjoy something. I know a lot of people who think they want to be XYZ and they do it, and they don't want to be XYZ for a living. They realize how much now they hate it, or how much better it was just as a hobby and something that they did on the side rather than committing full time to it and doing it for money to make the bills and to make ends meet. So understand that, whether you're in your 18 or your 20s, you don't have to have it all figured out, and you never will. Again, getting back to that, you just got to kind of go from where you are and progress through there. Because look, like myself, like I said, I always want more. Even now, I want to be doing more, and I always want to continue to be doing more because I'm a person who needs to be progressing in a sense, or I feel like I always want to be progressing. Even though at some aspects I know I need to stop and take a breather and just say, hey, like, look at what you've done, and relish in that, or I don't even know, that's not even the right word, but accept that and be proud of that. Sometimes I move too fast, and I know that. I think that's something I see in myself, but I can't always 100% fix. But don't overthink it too much. At the same time, don't disregard it too much, because there's people on the opposite end of the spectrum where they think they can parade through their 20s and still live like as if they were in high school or whatever, and go out all the time and party all the time and disregard the responsibilities of life to come. And as soon as like maybe their parents cut them off, or as soon as they lose a job or whatever, they realize this realization that I need to do something. I need to build something, or I need to do something with my life. And here's the thing, you don't have to have your life together. Don't think about, having your life together. Think about building a life. Two totally separate things. Having your life together, that says a lot about comparing yourself with your other peers and having to live in this kind of mold that society has, a job in your 20s and an apartment or a house or whatever it may be, and paying off your own bills and student loans and all this thing. This idea that society has of people in their 20s, and then the opposite spectrum, learn to build your life. Whether you're 11, 12, 13, or 14, you can start doing that as early. You can do that a little later on. And like I said, each spectrum has its own opposite things. And when you're older, you may have all responsibilities like family and mortgages, and that makes things a little bit difficult. Like I said, when you're younger, the risk, or the seriousness and the time that's going to take may change your mind. But also, when you're younger, you can risk so much, especially in your 20s, in your 18s and 19s, whatever. You can risk so much and bounce back. It's so much easier to bounce back when you don't have the full-on responsibility of a family and a mortgage to pay and a house to pay for. Maybe you go to college and it's not right for you. Then at least you know that in a sense. But try and learn that and discover that as fast as possible, because if anything, focus on what it is that makes you happy. As stupid as that sounds, focus on what makes you, what you're passionate about. Focus on what you're good at, and don't give me this BS about I'm not good at anything, I have no talents, I have no skills. Everybody has that, and if not, this is the damn internet age. You can go and learn something if you want to learn something. Just you got to put in the work, you got to put in the time. You want to be here, you got to start here, and you got to work your way up. don't limit yourself to an age. You know, if you think you need to be there by 20, you could probably do it at 18 or 19 if you really think if you're good enough and you can commit to that. Um, you know, don't overthink it and think I'm doing nothing with my life. I'm stuck, and you know, it always comes down to you. It at the end of the day, it's always, 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 always gonna come down to you and who you want to be and that person you want to be. You're not, you know, like I said this before, that true adulthood to me is that realization that you're not here because of X, Y, Z. You're not here because you didn't get into that college. You're not here because you didn't go to college or whatever. You're not there because you're not there. You're not working to get there. If you want to get there, you want to do these things, then go out and do them. Go out and work for it. Go out and move, or whatever it is that you think is holding you back. Because at the end of the day, you can move across the globe. You can get these degrees. You can get the jobs and try out, you know, all these different things. At the end of the day, you're the one holding yourself back. No matter where you are, no matter how far you travel, no matter who you surround yourself with, you'll always be the one ultimately holding yourself back. And I think I'll leave it with that. Yeah, that was like 9 minutes almost, just about 9 minutes. And I regret nothing because I feel personally that that's something that's really important to get across. So it's currently 11:34. I'm still waiting for a couple more hours for Google I/O. I did not realize it's exactly like an Apple event, actually, if I'm thinking of it, because it starts, I believe, 9 a.m. Usually that's when these events typically start in the States, and that means 2 to 3 a.m. I want to say that means 3 a.m. for me, or 2 a.m. I think that means 2 a.m. Yeah, 11:34 right now. I'm really contemplating just knocking out for a couple hours because I should have done that ahead of time, but I had a couple stuff to do. I realize at this point, the vlog is running pretty long, so I'm gonna probably close out here because I can talk all about Google I/O in tomorrow's video, and tomorrow's vlog for that matter, and video. I'm definitely gonna need a lot of caffeine or something to pick me up tomorrow. It's gonna be a long day since I'm probably gonna be getting not too much sleep, but nonetheless, I'm going to close the vlog out here. So thanks a lot for watching. Stay tuned for videos on Google I/O, youtube.com/digitaldojos, and digitaldojos.com for all the written content that's going to be going up on our blog, and an overview video that I'm going to do about the whole event to talk about what was released. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I know this is a long one, and I'm trying to mix up the vlogs more, add some more content, and you know, also, not that the time's a problem. I know that you guys don't have, you know, we all don't have, you know, all the time in the world, and you guys get to, you know, in choosing who we subscribe to and we watch, it's giving them several minutes of our day and time of our day. So I really appreciate it if you do make it through these vlogs. And, you know, while I try to aim not for them to be like super short, I also want them just to be, you know, I value content and content quality over quantity in a sense. So if you do make it through these videos, I really do appreciate that. And hopefully, you know, a lot more to come. And so far so good with the vlogs. So let's keep it that way.